determinant obtained by interchanging rows and columns. The value of determinant remains unchanged, or you can reduce the given problem to any one of the property. ಎಲ್ಲ ರೋಗಳನ್ನ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡೋದಂದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ಈಚ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ರೋ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲಮ್, ಎನಿ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಆರ್ ಎನಿ ರೋ ಇಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಟು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಇಫ್ ಈಚ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ರೋ ಇಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಬೈ k, element of any column is multiplied by k, then the value of determinant is also multiplied by k, then the value of determinant remains unchanged. You add second row to the first row and expand, you have to get the same value, you get the same value. Welcome to the session, dear students. In today's session we are discussing properties of determinants. See, in my last class I have done simple problems based on determinants. We have done 2 cross 2 determinant expansion, we have done 3 cross 3 determinant expansion. Now we will study the properties of determinant. Properties of determinants helps us to simplify the problem. So now the very first property, the value of determinant remains unchanged if its rows and columns are interchanged. If you interchange the rows and columns, the value of determinant remains unchanged. The value will be same. This can be demonstrated by taking a simple 2 cross 2 determinant. So I will take, let delta is equal to determinant of A, B, C, D. And if they ask you to prove, you have to take alphabets inside the determinant. So they represents constants and numbers and you have to prove it. So now delta is determinant of this. All of you know how to expand determinant. So expand this. If I expand this, A into D AD minus B into C BC. So I got delta value, call this as equation 1. So I took a 2 cross 2 determinant. 2 cross 2 determinant means 2 rows, 2 columns. First row AB, second row CD, and I have expanded. All of you know how to expand. First multiply principal diagonal A into D minus second diagonal C into B, BC or CB. We got this. Then we will take delta dash. Delta dash means the determinant obtained by interchanging rows and columns. I will interchange the rows and column. I will make first row as first column. I will make first row as first column. So second row I will make it as second column. C and D. So now I have interchanged the rows to column. Now I will expand this. So that is, if I expand again I will get A into D minus C into B or B into C, one and the same. So delta dash you got. So call it as equation 2. Observe 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, delta is equal to delta dash. Do you agree not? Delta value is also AD minus BC, delta dash is also AD minus BC. So from equation 1 and 2 I can conclude delta dash is equal to delta, means by interchanging rows and columns the value of determinant remains unchanged. If you change the rows to column, the value of determinant does not change. The value of determinant remains same. Or we can say determinant of A is same as determinant of its transpose. Suppose if A is a matrix, then determinant A will be equal to determinant A dash for a square matrix. Determinant exists only for square matrix. So this is the property. Determinant of a matrix is same as determinant of its transpose. What is meant by transpose? You studied in matrices. Transpose means what? A matrix obtained by interchanging rows and columns. So now interchange the rows and column, you will get this. Determinant, if determinant A equal to determinant A, so what is the first property? The value of determinant remains unchanged if you interchange the rows and columns. And if they ask you to prove this, you have to prove like this. You can take 3 cross 3 and prove, but it will be lengthy. So they'll ask 3 mark property. Prove the value of determinant remains unchanged when rows and columns are interchanged. Means what? You make the row as columns. Rows as columns. First row is AB, I will make it as first column. Second row is CD, I will make it as second column. And when I expand, I will get both same. You can also take one example to prove the same property. I will take example, but the method, if they ask you in exams, if they ask you to prove, you have to prove like what I have done. If you take alphabets A, B, C, D, or you can take A11, A12 like that also. Now one example I will take. So we will take matrix A. Matrix A I will take 1, 2, 3, 4, simple matrix, and I will find determinant. What is determinant of A? So how to find determinant? Multiply the principal diagonal, that is determinant of 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'll find determinant, that is 1 into 4, 4 minus 3 into 2, 6, 4 minus 6 is minus 2. So determinant I got minus 2. Now I'll do A dash. What is meant by A dash? A dash means a matrix obtained by interchanging rows and column. A dash is also called as transpose. Interchanging rows and columns means what? Interchanging rows and columns means matrix obtained by transpose. So change the first row to first column, change the second row to second column, we call it as A dash. Now I'll find determinant of A dash. Determinant of A dash means what? Multiply these two. 1 into 4 is 4 minus multiply these two. 3 into 6 2 is 6. I'll get again minus 2. Please observe, determinant of A is same as what? Determinant of A is same as determinant of its transpose, A dash. So the value of determinant remains unchanged when you interchange rows and columns. Rows na columns agi ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಬದಲಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಮುಂಚೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿತ್ತು? -2 ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ನೀವು ರೋಸ್ನ ಕಾಲಮಾಗಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಬಂತು? -2ನೇ ಬಂತು. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಇಂಟರ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ರೋಸ್ and columns, the value of determinant remains unchanged. When you change the rows to columns and expand, you will get same value. So one of the important property. You can also remember the property like this: determinant of A is determinant of A dash, or determinant of A dash is determinant of A. Means what? The value of determinant remains unchanged when its rows and columns are interchanged. Repeat, I'll repeat, please remember this. So the value of determinant remains unchanged. The value of determinant does not change when you interchange rows and columns. Interchanging rows and columns means what? Transpose. Rows to columns, if you change, we'll get a transpose. So that's why determinant of a matrix is same as determinant of a transpose. Next, second property: if any two rows or columns of a determinant are interchanged, you interchange any two rows or columns, the sign of the determinant changes. Please understand, we are not completely changing. Any two rows will interchange. Means I can make first row as second row and second row as first row, or first row to third row and third row to first row, or I can change first column to second column and second column to first column, like that. Any two rows or any two columns, if interchange, the sign of the determinant changes. What changes? Sign of the determinant changes. And this you have to prove by taking 3 cross 3 only, because any two rows, so minimum 2 rows or more than that we need to have. So now what we'll do, I'll take any two rows or columns, if interchange, the value of determinant, the sign of the determinant changes. Only two rows if interchange. Means what? Interchanging means what? Putting one row in the place of other row. So now we'll check with 2 cross 2, then we'll go for 3 cross 3. So now I'll demonstrate this with example, but alphabetically we need to prove. Suppose if I take delta is equal to 1 2 3 4, you expand this, you'll go 1 4s are 4 minus 3 2s are 6, you'll get -2. Delta dash I'll take separately. So now I got delta, call it as 1. Delta dash, I'll interchange the rows. I'll change first row to second row. So I'll make first row as second row and second row as first row. I have not changed rows to column. I have interchanged rows. First row and second row means I am pushing this here and I am bringing this here. I am interchanging the rows. Now I'll expand delta dash. I'll call this as delta dash. So if I multiply 3 2s are 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4 is what? 2. Please understand the sign of the determinant changes. What changes? Sign. Earlier you got -2, but now you are getting +2. So +2 and -2, the difference is only sign. Sign of the determinant interchanges. Now this, if they ask you to prove, you cannot prove by taking numbers. If they ask you to prove the property, prove it by taking alphabets. So now here I'll take, let the proof starts like this. Let delta is equal to, take A B C D determinant. You know, if I put straight lines like this, it represents determinant. We'll read this as determinant of A B C D. Now expand this. If I expand this, A into D is AD minus B into C is BC. So now I got delta. Call this as equation 1. Now delta dash. What is delta dash? I'll take delta dash by changing first row to second row. I'll interchange rows. You can interchange rows or you can interchange columns. Let us interchange. So interchange rows. So I'll make second row as first row. So CD. And first row I'll make it as second row, AB. Now I'll expand this. If I expand this, I'll get BC or CB, one and the same, minus AD. See, earlier we got AD minus BC, now we are getting BC minus AD. I'll take minus common in these two. If I take minus common, negative becomes positive and positive term becomes negative. Do you agree or not? BC minus AD can be written as minus of AD minus BC. If you multiply, it will become minus AB and plus BC, that's it. Now further, if you observe, this is minus delta. Delta dash value is minus delta, because what is delta? AD minus BC. So AD minus BC in the bracket is delta, so delta dash is minus delta, means the value of determinant changes only by sign. If one gives positive, the other one will give negative. If I get answer for delta as 5, then delta dash will be minus 5, or if I get delta as minus 5, delta dash will be 5, like that. So what is the second property? If you interchange any two rows or any two columns, the sign of the determinant changes. What changes? Sign of the, this holds good for 3 cross 3 also. I am not taking 3 cross 3. If they ask you to prove, it will become very lengthy. If they are numbers, easily you can prove, but proofs you have to do by taking this. Either you could take A11, A12, A21, A22, or you can take like this, but you should not take numbers to prove. Please remember, according to the scheme of valuation, so when they ask you to prove property, you have to follow this method. This is given even in NCERT textbooks. They gave in 3 cross 3. So follow 2 cross 2, the process becomes simple. Sometimes it will become inevitable to use 3 cross 3. When there is possibility to use 2 cross 2, use 2 cross 2 and finish it. So now you have learned 2 properties. What is the first property? What is the first property? The value of determinant does not change when you interchange rows and columns. When you interchange what? Rows and columns. Means if you make rows, all the rows as all the columns and find determinant, the determinant value remains same. That's why I told delta A is equal to delta A dash. A dash means what? Transpose of the given matrix. So determinant of a matrix is same as determinant of its transpose is the first property. Or the value of determinant remains unchanged when rows and columns are interchanged. But second property, if you interchange any two rows or any two columns, the sign of the determinant changes. What changes? The sign of the determinant changes. Now we will go to the third property. If any two rows of a determinant are identical, if they are same, then the value of determinant is 0. This is an interesting property. So if you are thorough with the properties, your time will be saved. You no need to really expand. By observing, you can answer, or you can reduce the given problem to any one of the property, so that you can apply any one of the property. So that's why memorize the properties. Properties na sariyage ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. So third property is simple. If any two rows or any two columns are identical, if they are same, value of determinant is 0. For example, if I write 5, 2, 3, 4, 9, 5, 5, 2, 3. Observe this carefully. What is the first row? 5, 2, 3. What is the last row? 5, 2, 3. So these two rows are same. Row 1 and row 3. Row 1 and row 3 are identical. They are same. If two rows are identical, value of determinant is 0. If you see, expand and see, you will get 0. So that we need to prove now. If any two rows or columns are identical, the value of determinant is what? 0. So now I need to prove the value of determinant is 0. How to prove the value of determinant is 0? Any two rows or any two columns, if they are identical, then the value of determinant has to be what? 0. Now we will take, and I told you, if you want to prove by alphabetical method. So now I'll take 2 cross 2. Let delta is equal to AB. My first row is same as second row. So if I expand, A into B, AB minus A into B, AB. What is AB minus AB? 0. And since two rows are identical, here R1 is same as R2. Or you can prove like this. Let delta is equal to, I'll make first column and second column identical. They are same. If I expand, A into B minus B into A. B into A is also same as AB, right? AB minus AB. What is AB minus AB? 0. because here column 1 is same as column 2. Observe, column 1 is AB, column 2 is also AB. Two columns are identical. Identical means made up of same elements. If any two rows or if any two columns are identical, then the value of determinant is 0. So no need to expand. Now coming to the point. Now we have learned only 3 properties. First I want my students to become with these 3 properties. Next we'll have proofs. Proofs are also easy. First you have to memorize the properties. First you have to hold the properties. So once you hold all the properties, then you can play with the problems. ನೋಡಿ ಮೊದಲು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ನ ತರೋ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ನ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ತರೋ ಆದರೆ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ನ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೂಕ್ತವಾಗಿ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ತರವಾಗಿ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ 3 ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್. ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ 3 ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ 6 ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ರಿಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ 3 ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ? ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ರಿಮೈನ್ಸ್ unchanged by interchanging rows and columns. ರೋಸ್ನ ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಬದಲಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಐ ಟೇಕ್ 3 ಕ್ರಾಸ್ 3 A 1 2 3 4 5 2 5 9 1 determinant A. So I'll take one more matrix called B, and this is 1 2 3 4 5 2 5 9 1. I can say using first property determinant A is equal to determinant B. Do you agree or not? It has to be same. Why? Because B is transpose of A. So what is first row? 1 2 3. I made it first column. What is second row? 5 2 4 2 5. That is second column. C is 5 9 1. This is third column. So both are same, but B is obtained by interchanging rows and columns. I am making all the rows as all the columns. Now you expand, you will get a number, and here you expand, you will get same number. You can try it. So now please try it. So what is the first property? The value of determinant remains unchanged if rows and columns are interchanged. Means all the rows, if I make them as columns, whatever you get here determinant, here also you will get same. I hope all of you understood. ಎಲ್ಲ ರೋಗಳನ್ನ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬದಲಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲ ರೋಗಳನ್ನ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡೋದಂದರೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ಸೊ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಆಸ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ? ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ದ ಸೈನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು interchange the rows, any 2 rows or any 2 columns. For example, so to prove second property, I am giving all the problems. Please understand, you try them, you will get the same result. But without expanding, we can say. So now this is say delta, determinant of 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 9 2. I'll interchange any 2 columns. ಎರಡು ಕಾಲಮ್ ಮಾತ್ರ interchange ಮಾಡೋಣ. So now 1 2, I'll interchange first second column and third column. First column I'll retain as it is. Second column I'll write it as 3 6 2 and 2 5 9. Please expand these two. Both you will get same value, but sign changes. Delta will be minus delta dash, or delta dash will be minus delta, because I interchange these two. I am interchanging only 2 columns. I can interchange second and third or first and third like that. If when you interchange any 2 columns or rows, the sign of the determinant changes. Delta dash will be minus delta. You can try. I showed it. Now third one. What is the third property? If any 2 rows or any 2 columns are identical, no need to expand. Value of determinant will be 0. Means suppose if delta is 1 5 9 and 6 1 9 1 5 9, I can put this as 0. Why? Because first row and last row are identical, they are same. Or suppose something like this, delta A is like this, delta A is 5 6 9 1 9 2 1 9 2. This is also 0 because 2 columns are identical. Second column is same as third column. You expand, you will get definitely 0. So 3 properties we are done. What is the first property? The value of determinant remains unchanged when rows and columns are interchanged. By interchanging rows and columns, the value of determinant remains unchanged. Second property, the sign of the determinant changes when you interchange rows or any 2 rows or any 2 columns. Third property, if any 2 rows are identical, or if any two columns are identical, then the value of determinant is 0. No need to expand, you can use the property, or if you expand, definitely you should get 0. So 3 properties are done. Now we will go to the fourth property. If each element of a row or column of a determinant is multiplied by a constant k, if each element of a row or column you multiply by some number constant k, then the value of determinant also gets multiplied by k. This property will use other way around. If any element is common in any row, you can take common from any row, or if any element is common in any column, you can take common. That is the meaning. So, but here we will write in other way. Now coming to this, how to prove this? In order to prove this, we will take delta. I told you, in order to prove, you should always take alphabets, and better you take 2 cross 2, the property becomes simple. It is applicable for 3 cross 3. Proving 3 cross 3 with numbers is easy. So now delta I took like this, I will multiply constant to each. Now what is delta value? AD minus BC, do you agree? Now I will take delta dash by multiplying k to first row. I will multiply k to first row, then it will become KA, KB and CD. I am not disturbing. So I multiplied k to first row for this, and I will get delta dash. Now expand this, it will become KA into D minus KB into C. So I can take k common. If I take k common, I will get AD minus BC, and if you observe, you have AD minus BC here. AD minus BC is equation 1. In the place of delta, I can put what? In the place of AD minus BC, I can put delta. So now delta dash is k times delta. So hence we proved the property. What is the property? If any row or any column is multiplied by constant, I am multiplying k to the first row. What is the first row? AB. When I multiply k to the first row, the value of the determinant also multiplies by k. Earlier determinant value is AD minus BC. Now the determinant value k times AD minus BC. That's it. So this is a way to prove. Better you take 2 cross 2 and arrive at it. Now in one example we will see. For this we will take one example. Let A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple matrix I will take, and I will find determinant for this. What is det A or determinant A? Determinant A is 1, 2, 3, 4. Expand this, you will get 1 4 is 4 minus 3 2 is 6 minus 2 you will get. So now you got delta A, determinant A is minus 2. Now I will multiply 5 to the first row. I will multiply 5 to the first row. I will have a matrix B we have obtained by multiplying 5 to the first. So 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, and 3 4 let it be. Now we expand. I will find determinant of B. What is determinant of B? Determinant of 5 10 3 4. So now if I expand, 5 4s are 20 minus 10 3s are 30. 20 minus 30 is minus 10. So you can observe I multiplied 5 to the first row. So B is made up of like this: 5 times 1, 5 times 2 and 3 4. When I multiply 5, answer is also multiplied. Now can I say determinant of B is 5 times minus 2 minus 10? Can I write like this: 5 times determinant A? So when you multiply a constant to any row, then the value of determinant also multiplies by the same constant. I multiply 5 to the first row. So my answer, earlier answer was minus 2. Now my answer is minus 10. This is also 5 times. When you multiply a constant for each element of a row, then the value of determinant gets multiplied by k. Or I told you what we do in properties. How we use this in problems is, if anything is common, we can take it out. For example, I have delta is equal to something like this: AB, AC, AD, and we have B, M, N, P, Q, R, something like this. When you observe, your observation says that first row A is common. You can take A common. A, if you take BCD, BMN, PQR. So this will be like this. Means if I multiply, it will multiply to the whole row, or in any row if any element is common, take it out. That is the meaning of this indirectly. So now we proved 4 properties. What is the fourth property? If each element of a row or you can apply it for column. If each element of a row is multiplied by k, then the value of determinant multiplies by k, or if each element of a column is multiplied by k, then the value of determinant also multiplies by k. That is the fourth important property. By now we have done 4 properties. Then we have fifth property. If any row or column of determinant contains sum of 2 terms, then it can be expressed as sum of 2 determinants. For example, I have delta is equal to, I'll take a plus b c and d plus e f. This can be expressed as sum of 2 determinants. So this can be written, means the overall approach is, if you have a plus b and c, d plus e and f, you can write this as sum of 2 determinants, sum of ac df and bc ef. This is the property. If each element of a row or column, here each element of first column is made up of sum of 2 elements, so I can write this determinant as sum of 2 determinants. Now I'll expand this. So if you expand this, you will get a plus b into f minus c into d plus e. Simplify this, a into f, af plus b into f, bf minus c into d, cd minus ce. Call this as 1, this is delta. Now I'll take RHS. What is RHS of the property? Delta dash, I'll call this as, that is sum of 2 determinants. One is ACDF plus the other one is BCEF. BCEF. Now if we expand this, it will become AF minus CD plus BF minus CE. Now I'll rearrange accordingly. First term AF, then BF we need. So AF, then I'll write plus BF, then I'll write minus CD minus CE. You can see delta and delta dash are same. Delta dash is same as delta. Do you agree? You can observe equations. Means if any column or any row is made up of sum of 2 elements, then we can express this as sum of 2 determinants. This is the property. So now we have done fifth property. First property, the value of determinant remains unchanged when you interchange rows and columns. Means delta A is equal to delta A dash. When you take transpose of a matrix and find determinant, it will be same as determinant of the given matrix. Then second property, if you interchange any 2 rows or any 2 columns, then the sign of the determinant changes. Third one, if any 2 rows or any 2 columns are identical, then the value of determinant is 0. Third is an interesting property because it will save your time. If you observe, if any 2 rows or any two columns, if they are same, you can blindly put 0. No need to expand. And fourth property, we have proved. Fifth property, before that we have proved fourth property. What is fourth property? If each element of a row is multiplied by k, then the value of determinant also multiplies by k. Element of any column is multiplied by k, then the value of determinant is also multiplied by k. But I told you how we'll use it. Means if any row contains any common element, you can take common from that row, or if anything is common in column, you can take common from that column. That is the meaning. Then fifth one, any row or column is made up of sum of 2 elements, then that you can expand it as sum of 2 determinants. Each element of any row or column of a determinant, the multiples of corresponding elements of other rows, can be added, then the value of determinant remains unchanged. For example, for first row I can add, second row plus 3 times third row, like this. Equi-multiple, 3 times third row, multiply 3 to all the elements of it, and like this we can add. Or C1 is equal to C2 minus C3 plus C1. Like that we can subtract. See, minus C3 means what? Minus 1 times plus of minus 1, like that. So equi-multiples of any row you can add to any row, or equi-multiples of any column you can add to any column, then the value of determinant remains unchanged. So you can try this by taking an example. And always I told you, trial with or prove with 2 cross 2, the length will be less, but we are applying them to simplify 3 cross 3. I will take an example. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. I will expand. What is determinant A? 4 1s are 4 minus 3 into 2 minus 2. I will add second row to first row. I will get a B matrix by adding these two. I am doing R1 is equal to R1 plus R2. So it will become 4, 6, 3, 4. Now I will expand this. If If I expand this, it will get 16 minus 18. 16 minus 18 is minus 2. When you add equimultiples, you will get same. This you can prove by taking multiple and adding it. So same thing you can prove by taking a number, or you can prove taking ABCD. For ABCD, you add second row to the first row and expand, you have to get the same value, you will get the same value. So now these are the 6 properties. So all the 6 properties memorize and become thorough. Once you are thorough with the properties, understand them so that you should be able to apply them to prove the proofs, to prove the problems. So we'll have proofs. So prove that they'll give 1 1 1 a b c, a square b square c square is equal to a minus b, b minus c, c minus a, like that. We have different types of problems. We have to prove using determinants, without using properties of determinants without expansion. So we have to simplify them. So those are the problems we'll be studying, but I expect my students to become thorough in all 6 properties, memorize them thoroughly. I'll see you in my next class. Thank you.